Hey everybody, it's the Racetrack Ladies, and we're really cold.
We have just finished watching the Daytona 500 Groundhog Day.
Yeah, so the race that started earlier this year ended later than normal this year.
All I gotta say is, haven't we been at the track for like 12 hours today?
Oh my gosh. I'm exhausted.
She can eat a horse because she's hungry.
I'm so hungry all day in the last 14, 15 hours we've been here.
Oh my gosh.
I've eaten one hot dog the entire day.
And I've had
so
3.
hungry.
Okay, so now that we know what
And I got every one of them for.
So anyhow, so we had the Daytona 500. So let's start off first with our entertainment for the day, which was Tim McGraw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those jeans look really nice on Tim McGraw.
You know, it was just a couple of songs.
I didn't know any of them, sorry.
Our entertainment only ever sings 3 songs. Have y'all not ever
Okay, well,
that?
I would have taken 3 songs from Bon Jovi again.
I thought Tim McGraw did a good job, but the thing that bothered me was when he rode off in the car.
Yes, I know. That was kind of dorky, riding off in a number 10 car.
It was very dorky. It was dorky.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I wasn't really impressed with that. So, but then the race started.
Well, and on the front row, we had Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yes.
Yes,
And
that
Mark
didn't
Martin.
last long.
No,
They-
Mark
they
Martin
were-
went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He went, go, daddy, go, daddy, go, daddy, go.
Mark Martin was doing okay in the beginning. It was at lap 7 when there was a caution when everybody else pitted and he didn't pit or something. Remember when the 3 cars that didn't pit was Junior, Mark Martin, and Juan Pablo? Remember when that happened? Come on.
Well, yeah, I know. They got off pitting. You know, first of all, they went 9 laps.
Right.
And when they had the caution, some pitted, some didn't. So they were off on the pitting.
Right.
Yes, and so they went backwards. But anyhow, well, actually, Junior didn't do so bad, and Juan Pablo
Bottom line
didn't
it
do so
for
bad.
me.
Yeah, well, you know, so,
Yeah.
Wasn't a good move.
no.
Okay, but you know, that happened like so long ago.
I know.
Well, yeah, because then there was another caution. They all
That one that
caught
was
up. They all
12
got the
hours
same
ago.
setup after another caution.
Right.
Yeah.
So that wasn't an issue after a while.
But you know, even so, I mean, we had green flag pit stops, but you know, I was really looking forward to some exciting racing today with a little bit of bump drafting. You know, we're gonna.
No, here's the issue. No, she was looking for her driver to win, and that didn't happen. So,
Well, because
that's her
I
whole
think that the race
issue.
was actually, and I have to say
sad.
this, it was one of the more exciting Daytona
I
500.
thought-
Okay,
Yes.
well, that was after the 2 red flags.
No,
No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
They were doing a lot of side-by-side racing.
Side-by-side.
Side-by-side.
No,
You
it was
know,
very exciting.
There was a lot of lead changes.
There
I
were.
think they said it was a record number of lead changes.
You know, you just
Exactly.
didn't know who was going to win, and then
No.
all of a sudden,
The track reached up and bit us all in the butt.
It was like, did they not call their, Department of Transportation people and
we
like
had a
fix
big
the
old
track?
pothole.
yeah,
We had a chug hole
in
on the
turn,
track.
between turn 1 and turn 2.
Yeah, well, they attributed it to all of the rain that South Florida has gotten over the last, well, I don't know, however long we've been here. It's been
3
raining.
weeks.
Yes, but-
Last 3 weeks.
But even so, I have to question: did nobody see that?
Well, it's a crack, and it became a chug hole, and we know what that's all about in our,
Well, and
our streets.
what ended up happening
We live it
is
every
the
day.
race was red flagged. All the drivers had to come down pit road, and which at first it was kind of cool because they were all lined up.
But then it was
kinda
an hour and
when
45
They all got out of their
minutes.
cars and they're talking. Yeah, then I was
No,
bored.
wait. We had to talk to each other.
Yeah.
No, she had to talk to her neighbor. I was not talking to
It
my
was
neighbor.
about an hour and a half. We were visiting
I
each
did.
other. Some people left. Most
But
people
then-
stayed.
And it got really, really cold.
That's what happened. So it got really cold. We all had to put our jackets on and our mufflers.
And we
I had
were
a
looking
hoodie.
for today to be a much warmer day.
Not so when the
Didn't
race goes on
happen.
forever.
Did not happen.
So anyhow, I don't know. When I look back over the whole race, and I'm thinking about the 2 red flags, I'm thinking about who was really running strong. I couldn't put my money on a single driver.
You know what? There were so many cars that really had the possibility of winning. And isn't that really what we want when it comes to racing? Okay. other than our
Not
own
really.
particular drivers. But don't you want to see,
Oh my God, who is that?
She's not my sister. Where'd you pick her up?
It's because I'm cold.
Anyhow, so I just thought it was really kind of cool because you really had the shuffling going on up front.
Yeah.
You really didn't know who was the strongest car for the day. Kurt Busch, I think, ended up leading the most laps.
Yeah, you
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
Well, he's
But-
good.
Yeah, but he does that a lot and never wins.
But then something happened.
Does it?
What?
The track reached out and bit our butt again.
Well, yeah, so then we had a second red flag, which caused us to even be colder because
Groundhog
we sat there and
Day.
waited.
And they ran out of hot chocolate.
Yeah.
How dare they?
No, I think what the worst part was when they ran out of coffee.
Well, what's interesting
Those
is
coffee
you really
drinkers.
get into it, there's a lot of side by side, and then all of a sudden you lose the momentum, and all of a sudden the
Yeah.
strategies go out the window. It's almost like you have to start all over, which kind of made it a little interesting
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
again, you didn't know who was going to win.
Right,
No,
exactly.
But you know, looking at the cars, you know, because you had a lot of teams that changed. I mean, so congratulations to Jamie McMurray, who actually won the race.
Absolutely.
But I mean, you had Jamie McMurray running up front in a new car. You had Martin
Martin
Truex
Truex
in a
Jr.
new car.
in a new car
car.
running up front. I mean, yeah, you still had, you know, Harvick up there, and you know.
Oh, and
whoever.
speaking of
Well,
Harvick,
no,
was that
that was a big deal having children's cars up front.
It was. It was a turnaround
It
from
was
last
very
year.
good.
It was a Cheerio moment.
But as I was saying, what was really cool about Harvick was when he said, "I'm going. I don't care if you're in my way. I am going."
And
That was
yeah.
when Boyer was up front. Oh my Lord!
Well, and he
I'm
pushed,
going to break that
Truex
ferry.
right out of the way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Because I went to Nancy and said, "How did Harvick get up front?"
Yeah. Well,
And I knew exactly how he did it because I wanted
I've
Truex
seen
to
that-
win.
Yeah, I've seen that move before. I knew that's what he was going to do.
So the new green
He almost
white-
knocked Biffle out to do it, but
Exactly.
he got it done.
the new green-white checkered rule came into play tonight.
Which Jeff Gordon said was stupid.
After I
I
think he had gotten
don't
wrecked.
No, not before it was during that first green white checker.
It
He's like,
worked
this
well.
is
yeah,
stupid.
I liked it.
It worked well.
I thought
liked
it was good.
Yeah.
But how many times did we have an accident before we came to the white flag?
Yes, but
Only
there was a
twice.
finite number of green-white checkers.
Well, you
and
only get
once-
3 chances.
Well, and once the lead driver took the
Golly.
white flag, that was it. Whatever
So-
the outcome was the outcome.
And what I thought was notable is that Jimmy Johnson, he is not invincible. This is important to know.
Hey, but hey, you know what? Somebody wanted to pick him for this race, and I was like, no, he never does
He never
well at
does
this
well,
track.
yeah.
Juan Pablo did very well today.
Congrats to Juan
did.
Pablo. He had a
You know,
great
I
win.
thought he really could have pulled out a win here, but it didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Well, he was shuffled around. David Rudiman had a good finish.
Oh,
Rudiman did.
hey, Michael Waltrip Racing had a great race without
But that's
Michael.
not unusual for them because it's a super speedway.
And let's not forget about Junior!
Oh,
wow,
gosh,
Junior.
where did he come from?
He was like
10th.
his daddy in his dad's last win.
10th to 2nd.
He almost
In one
did
lap.
it.
He had
He
little
almost did
angel
it.
wings on his car.
I'm
He did,
telling
where are
you.
those angel wings? Where are those angel wings?
J Mac was shaking in his little boots.
like,
Those are fairy wings.
Very.
Those
Are
are-
those different?
Big difference.
they didn't have those.
Well, he really had a bad car all day. They worked on it all,
Yeah,
they
all
did.
day long.
They
'Cause he
did.
was in the back
It was
most
evil.
of the day. But all of a sudden, he ended up second. I looked at Pylon and said, what?
Yeah, because when he was ending up second, I was like, what happened to Jeff Gordon? Oh,
Yeah.
little did I know that Denny Whamulin knocked Jeff out of the race. Jeff finished, I think, 26th.
But it was a very, very exciting end to the race, and even more exciting to listen to Jamie McMurray. who
Cry.
This is the biggest win of his entire career,
I've always loved Jamie Mack.
It was just exciting to,
Yes, you have.
to listen to
Yes.
him, and then also
'Cause
to
he's
see him in
cute.
victory lane.
And I think it was quite ironic that, Dale Jr., helped push, Jamie Mack to the front. Jamie Mack works for his old company, Dale
Yeah.
Earnhardt Incorporated. Of course.
But Junior was nothing but happy for them.
Yeah.
and for
Oh,
his
yeah.
company.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think
He was
that's-
disappointed, but he was for
Yeah.
himself. But
Yeah.
he was
He was
happy,
happy
for
for
him.
that company.
Yes, he
That's-
was.
that's-
Very much so.
That's wonderful for them.
So yeah, so congratulations to Chip Ganassi and all those folks over there, and to Jamie McMurray, because we really like him. He's a good guy.
Yes, we
Yes.
do. And he is also auctioning off his fire suits to raise funds for the Haiti relief.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not that I could fit it or anything.
Anyhow, all right. Well, on that
No.
note, so we're wrapping it up here for Speed Weeks here in Daytona. Glad you could join us for our little venture here in Daytona Beach.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock at night. We get to go home now.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Thaw out.
After we find some place to eat.
It's been 12 hours since we came to the racetrack.
But it was fun.
Not since you ate.
It was fun. It was
And-
long but fun.
It was long
Yes.
but fun. And if you haven't already, be sure to visit our fan page on Facebook.
And be sure you catch us on our website at racetrackladies.com. And until next time, we'll be
at the track and going green.